Welcome back to the Alaska, Santa Fe, and Pacific's Model Railroad. Well, look who I have as an unexpected guest. It's my friend Boyings.
How you doing? It's always a pleasure coming here.
He's been here, we've been playing and working on trains, so it's always good to have him. This is my Saturday, so you guys will see this tomorrow on Sunday. See ya. Check out his channel. I repaired this engine for his cousin in Texas. As I mentioned on another video, I've been having water leaks in my basement. Water was pouring through that hole right behind my vacuum. So I did some repairs. I had a leak in the crawl space right left of that board on the footer there. So it was just coming out like a little garden hose. Not spraying, but just trickling. So I ripped the carpet up, put this retaining board in, caulked and sealed all around it, and then put a sump over here. So hopefully my hopes are that when it rains again and starts pouring water in, if it does still happen to leak in right there, it'll fill this little dam area up and run down into the sump, and then I can pump it out of here instead of flooding the whole basement floor. What it was doing, it was running down the wall right there about to where my water sensor is, and then coming across the floor to the low spot just below the ladder over there. My friend John in Alaska likes the Canadian Railroad, so this is a tribute to him. Little BC rail action. Morning, my fellow YouTubers. I thought I would do a little bit of a tutorial on my Alaska Railroad stuff today. So I'm going to walk around and show you some things. Boy in his train world was here yesterday. I'll put a link to his trains or post a video here so you can see them. But follow along and I'll show you a little bit about my Alaska Railroad, which kind of started this whole collection thing. Yesterday when Boyings was here, he took a video of this. This actually is my second set of these style of paint scheme Alaska Railroad F units. What started me into the hobby, I have an ABA set that MTH came out with, which I haven't unpacked yet. I'll have to find those and show you. But that got me started in the O scale collecting. But I really like Alaska Railroad since I lived there since 1984. So this is my most recent purchase from, actually got this from Legacy Station. This is my, I don't know, 5th or 6th set of Alaska engines. But this is the newest one. So this is the late 80s paint scheme Alaska Railroad had before they sold this engine. And I'll tell you more about that. My next Alaska Railroad set was this paint scheme, and this is the one they had just before the yellow and slanted angle paint scheme. I got an AB set, I think, originally, or the AA set maybe it was. And then I ran into a guy in Anchorage on YouTube named Norm, who has a YouTube channel called Alaska 3 Railroads. You'll have to check his channel out. And he had this set, but he was missing some of the B units, and I was missing some of the B units. So I ended up finding a pair of them on eBay, and I bought them, and we shared the cost and got all of our B units. And eventually I'll get these down and run them, but these I upgraded with sounds and all the units and smoke units and all the units. So when they're all 4 on the track, they get to smoking. But this is my last one. But then there's more. Well, this is my next Alaska Railroad set that I ended up buying. This is actually a custom painted set that was the bicentennial for the Alaska Railroad. As you can see, they got a lot of details on them. Snow plows, the winterization hatches, other hatches. Anyway, a long story behind this one. I really wanted this set, but nobody was doing it. So Randy's Total Repair on eBay does custom painting. So I got a hold of him to see if he would do a set of these. And it took us almost 2 years for me to finally get this set. But I had to get custom decals made, which I ended up buying decal printers. And the flashing beacons, my brother made those, and I got 3D printed. Anyway, I bought a 3D printer to try to do the hatches and the plows and detail parts. But a lot of story, a lot of other people. There was another guy on YouTube that made some of my parts for me. But anyway, this set is my pride and joy. This is my bicentennial set from Alaska Railroad. They sold these engines, and I'll tell you the history behind them too. Alaska Railroad had several different paint schemes over their years. Anyway, after I got a hold of Randy Jones from Randy's Total Repair to do custom painting on my bicentennial set, he showed me these pictures. He said, "Hey, did you know Alaska Railroad had these?" I said, "No, but I like them." So I got him to do me a custom run of these. These are all K-line engines. I just like the extra detail that K-line did. And of course we did the winterization hatches and the custom made snow plows with the hoses on them and all that neat stuff. And then Randy goes, "Well, hey, did you know they did this paint scheme?" So this is another one that Alaska Railroad did. So I had to make me that set as well. Alaska Railroad sold their engines to the Verde Canyon Railroad in Arizona. And this is one of their paint schemes. I think they may have repainted them here recently a little differently. But these are the same engines, road numbers the same and everything. These have to be corrected. This isn't 1421, it's still same 15, 10, and 12, I believe. But I had Randy custom paint these. I printed up the decals for him. So this is what happened to Alaska's AB F's unit F7s. So that's kind of the history. Alaska never had an Alaska Railroad Company, or a lumber company, I mean, but I wanted a shade. So I sent this shade to Randy's Total Repair. You can look him up. I think he's still on YouTube selling custom painting. Does some pretty good work. Anyway, Norm designed the decals and I printed them out, sent them to Randy, and he painted this custom for me. But if you want some custom work, get a hold of Randy. Randy Jones at Randy's Total Restore, or Repair, I think it is, on eBay. YouTube. No, eBay.
And he painted this one up for me.
And Randy painted this one up for me. And he did some touch up and repaint on this for me. They never had an ABA set, but modeler's license. I wanted a Columbia, Newberry, and Lawrence ABA set, so Randy did this set for me. Randy custom painted this caboose for me. I wanted a Columbia, Newberry, and Lawrence because that was the old railroad that used to be in this neighborhood that I'm living in now, Lawrence, South Carolina. But if you need some custom painting, get Randy to do it. He did this caboose, did a pretty nice job on that. I did do a little bit of work around here. I actually got this switch sort of mounted and wired in the turntable roundhouse area. And then I did this switch right here. I got it wired and done. I'm holding off. I'm still waiting. I had to order some more switches. I need at least one more over here on this line so that I can get into the roundhouse one more way. And then I'm going to put another switch in right off of here so I can put my double engine stall and workshops in here. So that'll get done. But nobody's got switches in stock. I finally got my MTH big boy that I upgraded to TMCC because it was a PS1 and the wooden remote control. Here's both my big boys, my Lionel First Edition 4014 and my MTH 4012. They're both either Legacy or TMCC, so they run really nice. And of course, this got the big boy upgrade. Too bad it's only got one speaker. But I'll run these together someday as a pair. That'll be one of my future things, either as a double header or two separate trains running. But I had a loose wire in this one that was giving me trouble. But it's
Thanks for watching K&R Custom Models. Come back and see us again.